We can have
Oh
fun.
yeah, we're totally chill.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to another unmotorized moment of inspiration. This is your host, as always, Dr. Dustin Bain, and today I am at my favorite coffee shop, Sidecar Coffee. What's the location specifically?
This is the one on Ridgeway.
Ridgeway in Cedar Falls, or are we
Waterloo.
Waterloo still. And I wanted to kind of bring you into my world and share with you my favorite barista. Is that what you're called?
Yeah, thanks.
Favorite barista, Alex. And for those of you who, I know Zach's out there, Tony's out there, we frequent this place quite often.
Oh,
We
yeah.
like your favorites.
You know, everyone's my favorite.
Everyone, it's correct. Zach's right there. Alex is here.
Hey, what up, man?
So, Zach, if you have any questions for Alex, let us know. We're just going to kind of hit him up with, Alex, why do you, there's something about you when you come in here that, you go to Starbucks, you go to any of these other locations, and they're kind of lacking what you have. And it's not necessarily what this place has, what you have.
Okay.
Why do you do what you do?
Yeah, man, I love serving coffee, but more importantly, I just love serving people. And I love creating spaces and atmospheres where people can just be really intentional to get to know each other, or to work, or to read a good book, maybe just to come and talk with a friend, or to talk with a barista. So I just love connecting with people and serving. This is the service industry, and everybody, you can teach anybody coffee, but you can't teach everybody people skills. And so I just strive to just let people know that they're valued, and if that's by giving them a great cup of coffee or just giving them a smile, that's what I'm hoping to do. So
what's your backstory? What did you do before this?
what did I did a lot of stuff before this, but I'm from here. I grew up here. I went to school in Illinois. I ran cross country and track there for a while, which I'm retired now. So
College?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Just a little bit.
Speedster, huh?
More like distance speedster.
Okay.
So not that fast.
Endurance.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
And so I went to school for a couple years, and then I left, and I went and did like a missions and training school, just pretty intense. Lived in Colorado for a while, and then I lived over in Thailand. And when I was over there, I just realized that one of the biggest things that brings people together is coffee, is drink, is food, is so intentional. And so I was like, man, when I go back to the States, I gotta make sure I get in the service industry. And but it's really the industry of hospitality. That's what it is. So yeah.
Why do you think most industries haven't figured that out?
I think
it seems like it'd be obvious,
right.
But it's like, why is that not top?
Yeah. I think probably at their core, I think most places do know that that's what it's about. But I think it's really, the owner of Sidecar and stuff. He's really instilled, a culture of care, and just we care about what you do, and we want to serve a great product, and we got to be consistent, but we care about each other, and it's not just looking out for yourself to get a paycheck, but it's something a little bit more with the person that's working next to you and things like that. All that's super intentional, and so I think at least what I try to do here is just make that culture of care where everyone feels like it's a safe place to come in, whether you're a worker or a customer, and be able to enjoy this, sit out on this awesome patio.
This is my highlight all summer and spring.
This is pretty great.
This is it.
So, but that's what I'm striving for, just that culture.
So you spent some time in Thailand, came back over here, wanted to bring that service atmosphere in. So when you're here, are you training a lot of these people? Are you top trainer?
Yeah, I would say that.
What's one of the first values that you try to incorporate with them? Not necessarily for Sidecar Coffee, but as because
right,
if you know how we're going with the Inspired Nation, it's about growing people, not necessarily the product.
Yeah,
product will come with people grow.
Yeah. So, I say a couple good taglines, I think, but one of the biggest ones that I say is confidence is key, and so you don't necessarily have to be confident in yourself or whatever, but being confident rather than questioning a lot of the normal stuff. It's hey, I know how to make you've been taught how to make the drink, you know how to make the drink, but then you're hey, is this actually how I do it? It's no, you know that, you got to be confident in that answer, and I think that grows people's ability to just really step into who they really are. Mm-hmm. And so, obviously, I'm not confident in everything because I don't know how to do everything perfect or well or anything, but I'm going to try to be confident. You know, I'm going to try to take a step forward and not like take a hesitant step forward. And so I say like confidence is key, and the process, you know, right? That's the 76ers basketball.
Trust the process.
Yeah, trust the process. But we set up processes and practices not because it's just routine, but because those things lead you to there. So you can do that in your everyday life. It's getting up at 6 a.m. and, you know, X, Y, and Z before 7. That process will help develop you. And so that's the same here as making coffee. It's a process. We have, you know, stations, routines, things like that. But really to trust that process. But I'm also a huge fan of asking questions. So, hey, why do we do what we do? Because I think we have a pretty good answer to that. So I think that applies to all of life, like especially with leadership and things like that. It's like, well, why do you lead this way? If that person's a good leader, or if, you know, you're a good parent or things like that, that question shouldn't offend you. It should be like, oh, this is why we do. It's a great opportunity to explain and to meet somebody where they're at in their thought process. And so
Alex, the barista at Sidecar, talking about leadership processes. He's killing it.
Coffee
Coffee
yeah.
as well. It's kind of the
patios, sun.
This is. I just want to get you out here because it's so nice.
Yeah, I know. Thank
and
you.
just kind of like, you know, it's. I'm trying to. This could be like stop staring at the computer screen. This could be. Well, what would you tell them?
You know, I think because I'm sitting outside, it is beautiful. It is a great day to be outside. So whether that's taking a lunch break outside, or, you know, whatever, just stepping outside the office, outside of the house, just take a good walk. Makes you feel alive.
Get back in nature.
Yeah, makes you feel alive.
We've been stuck inside for the past 3 months, not being able to do this. Yeah. Granted, there's some out there, California, I got it, but this is Iowa, man.
Yeah.
We have not had this weather.
We had a snowstorm last week at this time.
Last week, and now we're sitting outside. It's
70
crazy.
degrees.
So I literally stole him, walked up and said, hey, can you give me 10 minutes? We're at 7, so I'll let him get back to work. But, dude, appreciate it. You are awesome.
Thanks, man.
You're awesome. Keep kicking ass. Everybody out there, take lessons from Inspired Nation. I'll buy your coffee.
Oh, that's nice.
So
okay, I
take
love
note
it.
of that. So talk to you guys later. Stay inspired.